Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make hard-boiled eggs. Right here I have my eggs, which I'm going to hard-boil them. These are brown eggs, see right here. You could use white eggs. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get a pot appropriate for making the eggs. Just going to place it down in there for a second, getting closer so you can see this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eggs, I'm going to place 2 of the eggs into the pot. Once I have them into the pot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this with water. And when I fill it with water, it just has to be a little bit above where the eggs are in this pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to fill this up, filling it up with room temperature water, cold water, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to get it just over where the eggs are, maybe about ½ an inch, right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this on the stove. All right, so once I have this on the stove, I'm going to put it on the appropriate size eye, and then I'm going to turn the pot or the stove on to high. Now what I'm doing with this is I'm going to bring this to a boil. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. It'll take probably a couple of minutes to bring it to a boil, and then we'll go from there. After I've brought it to a boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stove, and then I'm going to take a top to the pot, and I'm just going to go ahead and place it on top. Now once I do this, make sure the handle from the beginning is not facing towards me and maybe away from it or to the side. And I'm going to wait for about 12 minutes for this to cook. Now what I've just done is I turned the heat off, and the heat that is in the water is going to be enough to cook the egg from the inside, on the inside. After 12 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go over to the sink with the pot. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Now that I'm over to the sink, I am going to go ahead and raise the top off and be extremely careful because this water is hot still, even though it's not boiling. And I'm just going to pour this out. Sometimes people will put this in a colander or a strainer to access the water, but I find if I pour the water out and then pour cold water in here, it's cold water, and then pour it out, it usually lowers the temperature of the water in the pot perfectly. Now use an oven mitt when handling pots because the pots can be hot. And quite frankly, you probably should have a professional do this for you. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting cold water on here. Now I don't want the eggs to be super cold, so I'm just going to put some cold water on here, and I'm not doing this with ice. You know, I know a lot of people use ice to cool this off to make the peeling easier, and in fact it does, but I'm not using that. I'm just using the eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and take this, tap it, and then I'm going to just go ahead and peel the egg. It should be able to peel quite nicely. So peel it off like that. You just rinse it a little bit, get the excess eggshell off. Get a plate, put the one that I peeled off. Get this one. And going ahead and peeling this egg as well. And just rinsing this one off as well. I'm going to go and bite into this so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have this egg. Perfectly cooked. That's how you make hard-boiled eggs. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.